Greetings everyone and welcome back aboard the Temperance, where we are in week 7 and it appears the time is starting to favor the night. Until now the day has been steadily growing, but now seems like the night is starting to grow. Last time we did quite a few things. We built these dog loos, we made sure no one is demoralized, and we did quite a few other things. Now the main thing we have to worry about this time is this food situation we find ourselves in, where our food supply is spoiling, so we have to rely mostly on hunting. Let's check out the forecastle, see if anything new is happening here. That young woman, Kasha. The flash of her camera has started on my dog several times now. It's growing tiresome. Cameras have a flash, it's unavoidable. Are they respectable photographs at least? If it proves a great distraction, let me know. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Captain, I doubt your word would be enough to stop her. That camera is her sole purpose out here. As much as an annoyance it can be, it would not be right to rob her of that. Yeah, that's true. Let's make sure all the dogs are properly petted, so they can do better work. Still not sure if that does anything, but might as well. How about downstairs? Old cabin. Still seems like nothing's happening here. Doctor's office. Nothing here. And let's check out downstairs then. People are still sleeping. Pantry. We have spoiled rations. Well, we can at least burn them. Think. Pumps, still looking good. Let's check out below deck. Still somewhat flooded. I won't sign anyone to an interview just yet, since I don't know if anyone will be demoralized. Let's enter the boiler room. Nothing here either. Okay, so I guess we have nothing to do in the morning. So let's go straight to the requests for the day. I don't think there's anything we need to do on the map just yet. So yeah, let's go to the captain's cabin and take some requests. Okay, so we only have 2 people. Let's check out Cordell. Captain, thank you for building some proper shelter for the dogs. Ooh, +10 loyalty. I appreciate the assistance from the crew. Well, the dogs are an important factor in this expedition. I'm certain you and your kennel will repay us in kind. You need not worry about that, Mr. Templeton. Again, thank you, Shaw. Okay, so that's just nice and positive. How about Grimley? Shaw, put a stop to those rumors going on about Hunt. That's simple. The sailors do seem to listen to you. Aye, you'll not be hearing them whisper. You will not be hearing them whispers again. Okay. Well, that was quite uneventful. I guess we have a lot of spare hands now. Captain, I would find it wise to have a word with the journalist among our crew. For whatever reason, can't allow for a photographer with no sailing experience sail alongside this expedition. As it stands, Kasha Belfort's record is what will stand the test of time when this expedition is spoken of. And it would seem she has not made allies of the crew. Kasha, she doesn't seem the type to make enemies. How so? Is it necessary she make friends with the crew? She's here to record history. Let's see how so. The sailors of this crew are a private lot. They do not take kindly to the prying eyes of a landlubber, as they would say. Remember, Captain, she controls the story. She controls your story. Best to have a word. Okay, sure. We have some sort of event with Templeton. Remember, Shaw, reputation can be fragile. You do not need an unflattering image at a time like this. Sure, I mean, seems reasonable. How about this conversation? Fucking hell. What's it this time, Tucker? Those bloody cigs aren't worth the shit I stepped in. You're the only man I know who can step in shit on the ice, mate. Ah, bloody right. Okay, so I guess his cigarettes are not up to par. Nothing with Cordell. So let's go below deck. We have entered the scientist storeroom. Okay, that's new. We have gather research papers and journals. Okay. So what does this do? For each scientist you assign, you gain 3 decorum instantly, as well as 1 research for your expedition. And I'm not really sure what research does. And I do have those researches on the ice. Maybe those should be a higher priority. Let's check out downstairs. We have the pantry, I already checked that. We have the pumps, nothing here. So let's see. Best make use of the kitchen while we can. So how about these penguins? Okay, so they are 9 food each. Still not that much, but surely better than last time. One thing I want to check is... first of all, let me check this downstairs area real quick. It seems like everything is going right, so no need to worry about it. And, let's go talk to Kasha. Sign a crew to Kasha's photo library. Oh, would you look at that? We have quite a few nice photos. Oh, this looks cool. I like the vibe of this one a lot. And yeah, this is from the ice. Temperance. Very nice. I guess I cannot talk to her yet, so I guess that's gonna be happening later. What I wanted to check is, because it says assigned to food preparations, does that mean I don't get spoiled food? No, I just get spoiled food. Yeah, I guess so. It's no point really doing this. So let's just add all those penguins to the hush pot. That should get us some food. Still not a lot, but this should be fine. No one is demoralized, so we don't have to worry about that. And I definitely don't want to cause malnutrition. Although that being said, now that I think about it, if I do cause malnutrition, if it's in one person only, it will get cured whenever I end the day or end the week. So maybe it's not as bad of an idea, but that means I will have to do the full rations. Is it worth it? I'm kind of split on this. You know what? I think I'll build up some of these. And whenever I have a lot of them, I'll just... Oh, but then probably a lot of people will get malnourished. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna pass on those and use them as furnace fuel, to be honest. Doesn't seem worth the hassle. Let's feed the hush. There we go, plus 9 food. A lot of times, so we're up to 50. I can afford a full serving of food this time. And I suppose we call the crew for dinner. Don't see really much else that needs to be done. I'm pretty sure I can assign scouting teams after dinner, so... Actually... Can I? Maybe I shouldn't risk it. Okay, let's... I mean, scouts will be scouting anyway, so let's send them out to review some new things. More science. Find me some food. There we go, we have small penguins. And let's check this out as well. I think malnourished still can do things, if it's not cured. Even more penguins, so this is good. Let's send a bunch of people hunting. So we have some more food. So I think that's the max amount, I can't send anyone else. There we go. And I'm out of dogs again. So I cannot send another hunt. Let's go below deck and get that dinner going. Dinner is interrupted by a torrent of flooding. Okay. That's not good. What happens now? Oh, this guy is freezing. Okay, so we have two people that are freezing. The crew are alarmed. Freezing status effect will become the severe status effect frostbite after a week. Unless cured, crew with frostbite will die after a week. Okay, so we have two people that are freezing. Definitely did not expect that. The crew are alarmed. Frantic arguments break out. Some, even now, insist on staying on board. And we are definitely not doing that. We have two people that are demoralized as well. Most argue to take the furnace from the boiler and abandon ship right now. Yeah, that actually seems quite reasonable, to be honest. Let's see. We have Kasha over here. Captain, on evenings like this, my good friend Caroline and I would often play chess by the fireside. It makes me wish I had brought a board with me. Would have made for some light entertainment. Between your equipment and your awards, you packed enough as it is. Is the ice not interesting enough for you? A shame you didn't. I would have enjoyed the game myself. That sounds good. Indeed. Well, we can't turn back time, can we? We'll just have to make do with what we have. Perhaps Mr. Templeton brought something along. It seems the jigsaw puzzle sort. And I can assign someone... but I want to deal with this flooding situation. Maybe I should assign a lot of people on the call. Let's see. Worked with a lot of captains in my time. Half of them don't know their arse from their elbows. You're different from most of them. Better or worse. I'll try to live up to your expectations. Have you ever worked for a good one? Better or worse? Different. We'll see, won't we? Okay. Yeah. Keep her lit. So we definitely want to abandon ship. Let's make sure. Let's see. I want to make sure I do most of the ship before we leave. So how about the doctor? Nothing to say. Let's check up on Kurt. You're not married, are you sure? Take it from me. If you ever do find yourself wedded, it's never as easy as it looks. What brought this on? I won't make your mistakes, if that's what you're suggesting. Leave the melancholy behind, Kurt. We're only as good as the unhappiest man. What brought this on? Late evenings on the ice grant you quite a lot to look back on. And I've had a long life to look back on, sure. Okay. Interesting. We can visit Templeton. He's not here. Okay. So much for that. My old cabin. Nothing to do here, really. Let's check up above there. So we still have to send out scouts. Oh no, I actually already did that. Okay, so that's perfect. Let's check up on Cordell and the docks. Evening, Captain. There was a song that I found that found itself stuck in my head earlier. Story as old as time. The dogs were pleased when I began humming it. I fear I may have to make it a habit. An aspiring singer, are you? I'm not sure the crew would get a kick out of that. Music reminds me of home. I take it to be the same for you. There is no home to be reminded of. I prefer to keep moving. Perhaps the ability to do so is what I miss. Okay. Make sure the dogs are nice and happy. There we go. And let's check out the captain's cabin. And nothing here. So I have quite a few crew that still need to be deployed. Let's descend below deck, and I think what I'm going to do is make sure I can get as much coal as possible before we abandon the ship. Because I'm not really sure where exactly I'll be getting my fuel when I leave the ship. So let's go to the lower deck. Let's go to the red room and assign someone for an interview. So we can cure them of their demoralization. The question is, okay, so the scout is already doing something, so let's interview Doug Ward. That should be good. Get some decorum from that. And other than that, let's try to get as much coal as possible. Let's see. Let's get the engineers. And one more person. So I can get... Actually, I want to keep the scientists for that... Oh no, never mind. I don't have any more scouting dogs, so... Let's send one of the scientists. There we go. And I have 5 more crew that I assume will be helping me with leaving the ship. There's nothing in these rooms, right? So let's see. There's nothing else I need to attend to, I'm pretty sure. The doctor can he cure people? I think I only need him if we have someone afflicted with frostbite. Let's see. I mean, I have 3 scientists. Let's check out. What is this? Medical comforts. Assign 3 scientists to instantly gain 1 medical comforts item. It can be used to immediately cure all crew in the medbay. Oh, actually, can't I assign scientists? No, I cannot anymore. Okay, so in that case, yeah, let's assign scientists to make medical comforts. And I actually need 3 people. Okay, never mind then. That's a shame. So I guess I can only do this lab thing early in the morning. So I gotta keep that in mind. Actually, we're abandoning the ship, so maybe I won't be able to do it though. Seems like that's everything done. Let's abandon ship at long last. Go down to the boiler room. And yeah. Let's beat the furnace as a start. These sacks of coal. Might as well max it out. Actually, I'm not sure what's gonna happen when we remove it, so let's just do 1. It should be good. And let's abandon ship. The furnace is torn from the boiler. We're heading out then. Best tell the lads. We're moving out. Yes, captain's orders. For now, we should focus on setting up a campsite on the ice. Leave the equipment hauling for later. No worries, I'll get them to work. We'll have a camp set up before you know it. You're taking that with you? Aye. Can't go a day without it, can you? I assume he's talking about the accordion. Oi, the crew like the music. Fair enough. You better get to hauling them lifeboats next. They're a bit more important than an accordion. I know. Arf, arf. Okay, I cannot bark, alright. Not really great at that. Calm down, Stanberry. We're simply moving to the ice. Arf. Yes, it's all very exciting. If the rest of you behave yourselves, you will be treated to an extra helping of soup. Well, there we have it. The heart of the ship ripped clean from her chest. But she still beats for the crew. How long were you waiting on that one? Well, because it was shite. No time for poetry. Captain, let's get this bloody furnace set up on the ice. Now, one thing I'm noticing actually is that it appears the ship was starting to free itself from the ice. So maybe there is some sort of additional branch to the story where you actually wait and end up freeing yourself from the ice. But I'm not willing to risk that, so Captain, let's get this bloody furnace set up on the ice. Okay, there we go. We have confirm your orders. Oh, I have to choose what I take off the temperance, I see. Story item. Research will be a measure of your expedition's success despite the circumstance. Oh, so this is like... It's like scoring. Let's get the chessboard for sure. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. That's just asking me to assign the furnace. I cannot use these items, so I guess we keep them all. Let's confirm our orders. We have a nice looking camp. Yeah, this is looking actually really nice. The ship was actually larger than I expected, looking at all those things now. No, these tents so much smaller than the ship. What are you doing up there? Now's the last chance to get a shot like this. Isn't that dangerous? Don't worry, I've done it before. Don't tell the captain. She is 100% going to fall down. Okay. There. Perfect. Farewell, Temperance. Oh, okay. She did not fall down. Captain, I hope your new lodgings are to your comfort. If not, I'm afraid you have to power through until rescue. It looks really cozy, to be honest. We say goodbye to the Temperance, but our work is far from over. Nothing to protect us from the ice now. We weren't going to get anywhere holding onto the tanker. And what is our next order of business? Oh, there we go, he's happy about that. You've done well to already strip the lower decks of the ship. Perhaps the wildlife should be our next focus. Regardless, we need our wits about us. We stand alone against the ice now. We sure do. Okay, so I can open my journal. Seems like still nothing there. We have quite a few new things. Enter the request tent. Okay. And listen to the photographer. Oh no, the easy eyes. Let's see. That photographer, Belfort. What about her? Did she come snooping around your tent as well? Aye. I caught her prying a couple of times. I can guess she found nothing on you. No, she did not. We could all learn something from you, Tashi. Okay. We have our scouting posts here, I guess. It's looking nice. We have Grindley. Missed the water. Got used to playing on a rocking ship. Start to feel sick when I'm off too long. First person I've met to suffer land sickness. You get used to this too, I assure you. I miss it myself, that sense of constant movement, nothing else like it. Aye, you get it. Don't like stillness. I like feeling like I'm going somewhere. Okay. We have the kennels. Let's check that out. Oh, there we go, we can pet the dogs. Most important order of business. Make sure the dogs are happy. And then we have Cordell over here. The dogs need their rest. As do I. As do you. Okay. Nothing there then. We have the medical tent, where we'll also be conducting interviews by the looks of it. The doctor. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Doesn't seem like it. And we have Kasha. Tell me more. Okay. We already assigned someone to her interviewing thing, so that should be good. Quite a lot of things here. Let's start with Yorick III. A crew member approaches you during dinner. Captain, you look like you could use some more to eat. Taking up the responsibility of captain is as admirable as it is unenviable. Please, help yourself to some of my own rations. Frankly, I'm stuffed. Thank you, but there's no need. That's rather kind of you, thank you. No time for holding, you needn't attempt it. Thank you, but there's no... I mean, he's trying to give me a gift, trying to do something nice. Let's go with that's rather kind of you, thank you. But, we lost some decorum, and we lost some loyalty with the chef. Makes sense. Others in the crew roll their eyes and let out heavy sighs on your acceptance of the offer. They don't seem to approve of the attempts at gratifying command. Yeah, that makes sense. We have Kurt over here. And there I was, face to face with a leopard seal. Dangerous creatures cannot be mistaken for your average seal. Natural hunters, much faster on land than you'd expect. How'd you deal with that then? I was lucky I had my hunting shotgun at the ready. We were feasting on leopard seal that night. Of course, of all the times the crew weren't filming... who the other one? It's true. This other time, Kurt continues to ramble on. It seems he will be at this for a while. You can listen over here. You get your photo snapped by that photographer too? Aye. She's a landlubber for sure. Treating us like we're some novelty. I don't have much problem with it. Good conversation at least. I'd rather less good conversation out here. We have the furnace, okay. We have Hammond. Can't tend to the furnace if I'm yabbing at you. Night. Okay, so he doesn't want to talk. We have the hush pot. Let's speak with Junior. You ever have pancakes, Shaw? Served some for Captain Hunt once, and he started demanding them every time. Can only have them early into a trip though. Ingredients don't keep that long. Stop, you're making me hungry. I'm sure you can make something similar with what we have. Hunt was fond of your cooking, wasn't he? I'm not sure if he'll be happy or not for me bringing up Hunt. I'm sure you can make something similar with what we have. Stop, you're making me hungry. Quite the range of options, to be sure. I mean, he does seem to like Hunt, so don't really see a reason why he would be unhappy with me bringing him up. Yeah, there we go, he's actually happy about it. He hired me. It would be odd if he wasn't. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. He didn't take me on as charity show. Hunt's not the type for that. Okay. And we have Kasha over here. As you pass by, you see Kasha adjusting her camera as she stands, partially obscured as she finds the right angle for shots. As you step to her side, she raises her head and looks at you. What are you taking photos of? Do you ever stop taking pictures? Why don't you join the camp proper? Let's investigate. The crew, of course. This is quite the unique situation we're in. Want to capture the mood. Maybe I could place it besides our initial crew photos. Compare and contrast. Oh, that's brilliant. Don't have to capture everything, you know. You can join the others if you wish. Kurt remains in good spirits, I see. I'm sure many of them have stories to tell. Let's go with this one. Kasha's eyes widen as she looks at you. Yes, I suppose so. Seems a good attitude to capture. From a distance, of course. Intimidated? Do you dislike Kurt? Very well, stay here, I don't have time to convince you otherwise. Let's go with this one. Intimidated? Of course not. Why would I be intimidated? Is it really that obvious? It's simply that I followed Kurt's expeditions a lot as a child. So seeing him in person is odd. You're simply starstruck. Kurt doesn't bite. Is he shorter than you expected? Okay. Kurt doesn't bite. Let's make sure that she's more comfortable approaching him. He certainly barks quite loudly at that. But you're right, I'm just being nervous. It's more that up until now he's been an idea. Does that make any sense? Kurt is just another person like you or I. This is serious, Kasha. Now is hardly the time to have a celebrity crisis. Yeah, let's go with this one. I suppose so. Well, I will leave you be. I'm still looking for the right shot. Okay, so... neutral reputation there. Let's enter the request then. With my journal, nothing here. Seems like that's gonna do it for week 7. Don't really have anything else to do. Seems like I have no activities on the Temperance. So, yeah. Did I already talk to Grimley? I did. He stares at you before nodding to his sleeping bag. Okay, seems like it. Well, in that case, let's end the week. Okay, so we have enough food to make it by with normal rations. So that's good. Means we'll cure the malnourished... what do you call it? The malnourished person. So one crew member will be cured of their malnourishment, so this one. And one crew member will be cured of their freezing. Now that's a bit of a problem because we have 2 freezing crewmates. So I could go with high. Spend more fuel, I will recover decorum, which is good. And we'll cure 2 people of freezing. We'll spend a lot of fuel, which I don't really have that much of, but honestly seems worth it, getting all that decorum back. And yeah, this should be good. Let's confirm that. We'll spend a lot of fuel, but you know, got some penguins, a lot of available crew. 2 Jones became freezing on the sled hunt. Runsda raised his spirits and is no longer demoralized. Grips has been cured of their freezing. Wellesley has been cured of their freezing. Yorick the Third is no longer malnourished. Yorick the Third is demoralized, which costs us some decorum. Well, that seems decent. We have 1 person that's freezing and 1 person that is demoralized. Yeah, we should be able to handle that. That being said, we definitely won't be having full food next time, and we'll see about that fuel. So that's gonna do it for this episode and for week 7, and next time we'll see how week 8 is going to treat us. For now, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.